crucial security settings you should change on your Mac. Don't wait until it's too late. First things first, enable encryption. For that, you want to go to settings. In settings, you want to go to the sidebar and scroll down to privacy and security. And here you want to further again scroll down to find file vault. Here you can see at the bottom we have file vault. Click on that and turn it on. So you will have to put in your admin name and password for this. What does this do? This will actually encrypt your hard drive. So in case your hard drive is stolen or lost, your data won't be very easy to capture. Another thing you want to do is require password immediately after sleep. That is for your lock screen. So if you just turn off your keyboard, you think that you've put down the screen of your laptop. If you think you put down your screen of your laptop and just walk away and think that if someone opens it, it's going to be locked, you're wrong. You want to actually turn on that setting. For that, you want to again go to settings. In settings, on the left side in the sidebar, you want to scroll down to lock screen, click on lock screen, and here you can see required password after screensaver begins or display is turned off. So currently it is set to 5 minutes, but we want to do it immediately. So in case you just put your laptop on standby, every time you open it up, it will require a password. So no one can get in unless you know the password. You also want to make sure you have turned on automatic login. For that, again in settings, you want to go to users and groups, and all the users on your computer will show up. So here you can see automatic login as is turned off, and you want to make sure it is turned off. So all your users and groups are going to come up over here. So if I let's just say select this profile, it is going to actually so in case I select this profile, every time I unlock this computer, this profile is going to pop up unlocked. So none of the data on this profile is going to be very hard to extract, and also someone could very easily steal it. Then you want to make sure none of the applications have data that you have not allowed it to have. So again we'll go to settings, then scroll down to privacy and security, and here app by app we want to make sure none of the applications have access to, let's say, camera or microphone if they don't need it. So if in case, let's just say we have this contacts application, so if it is asking for camera, location or microphone access, you don't really need it. So this could be any application, this could be also a third party application. So in case it is asking for permissions, it could be a bit suspicious. So again in location services, I have all these applications, but I really don't want my browser to have my location, so I've turned it off. So you want to make sure you review these permissions every once in a while. Even on your wireless network, you don't need any changes or unauthorized access. For that, again, we have to make sure we have our firewall protection enabled. Go to settings. In settings, go to network. And in network, here you can see firewall is inactive. Click on firewall and turn it on. If you're not on an admin account, you will have to put in the admin name and password. So here you can see I have now turned on the firewall. If you use Safari a lot, you also want to make sure Safari does not have any suspicious access. So let's review Safari privacy settings as well. Let's go to Safari, and once you're in Safari, click on the name of the application and go to settings. So now that we are here, by default this will be on, most probably prevent cross site tracking. So we don't want this turned off, we want to make sure that it is turned on. And under that, we also want to make sure hide IP from trackers. So we don't want a security breach just because some people can very easily track our IP address. That is also a bit too risky. So you want to make sure that you have hide IP address from trackers turned on as well. Then you want to turn on two-factor authentication for your Apple account, especially on your device. For that, go to settings again. So here you can see on the top we have the Apple account. So in that, here we want to go to sign in and security, and we want to make sure that two-factor authentication is turned on. If not, you can turn it on. You will need a phone number for that. And so now every time you log into your Apple account, you will need two-factor authentication. So it will need a one-time password as well as your actual password for the account. So that is just an added measure for you. Another thing to reduce unauthorized access to your computer is disable sharing features when you are not using them. For that, again, go to General in Settings, scroll down and go to Sharing. And here you can see everything is turned off, but if some things are on and you're not using your sharing facilities on your computer, just turn it off. It is going to add to a security breach. And if you have multiple accounts in your Mac, so sometimes you also want to make sure that those accounts are not able to access system-wide settings. For that, you want to have an admin setting that will actually prevent these users from going into the system-wide settings. In settings, we want to go to privacy and security again. Now that you're in privacy and security, scroll down to the bottom, go to advanced, and in advanced, you make sure that you require admin password to access system-wide settings. So if you turn it on, system-wide settings will no longer be available for the multiple users on your Mac. If this is very helpful if you have a kid or a teenager and they're trying to just access settings because they just want to play around or just be sneaky. So guys, this has been it. Hopefully your security has been upgraded. So if you liked the video, drop a like, share and subscribe.